Before we get started, I want to shout out our sponsors here on the BCP. As always, the BCP is brought to you by our favorite store, Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore, located online and at the Englishtown Flea Market in Englishtown, New Jersey, on Saturdays and Sundays from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. in the Blue Building. Get your wrestling stuff, retro video games, G.I. Joes, Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters. It's our favorite store. Thank you, Heather and Dan, for sponsoring the show. Please welcome in our new sponsor, Mania Club. Established in 2015, Mania Club is a WWE-recognized community for fans with an eclectic love for both the world of professional wrestling and raising money for Connor's Cure. During WrestleMania weekend, we host the official tailgate of WrestleMania while also celebrating the life of Connor McCauley. They're the single largest donor within the V Foundation for Connor's Cure with over $150,000 raised. Please donate and join the Facebook group over at Mania Club. Donate at jimmyv.org/Mania Club. BCP is also sponsored by the No Gimmicks Podcast, the pro wrestling podcast that keeps it 100% real 100% of the time. The No Gimmicks Podcast is available wherever you get your podcasts. Shout out Kelvin, check out the No Gimmicks Podcast. Wrestling All Day, All Night is the best wrestling discussion group on Facebook. We provide more of a community feel here and have wrestling fans introduce other fans to something they may have not seen before, such as old school wrestling, indie wrestling, Japanese wrestling, and more. We also strive to be a source for information regarding upcoming wrestling meet and greets and signings. And remember, we're open 24/7, all day, all night. Be sure to follow on socials and join the group on Facebook at Wrestling All Day, All Night. BCP is also sponsored by Warriors of Wrestling. Warriors of Wrestling returns to Brooklyn, New York on Saturday, January 6th, featuring former WWE superstars Mace and Mansoor, also featuring Darius Carter, Joe Acasio, Angel Metro, Vicious Vicky, TJ Marconi, and a whole lot more. Get your tickets now at warriorsofwrestling.com, and don't forget to subscribe for some great matches over on the Warriors of Wrestling YouTube channel. Please welcome in our new sponsors, the Sweet Chin Musings podcast. Sweet Chin Musings is the creation of the reigning, rarely defending, highly disputed champion of wrestling podcast, Mr. Perfect Mike Mueller, and his tag team partner in crime, Luke Kudialis. SCM focuses on the in-ring products of WWE and AEW. No dirt sheet rumors here, as well as backstage news, predictions, and analysis of characters, storylines, and major pay-per-views. Old school fans, don't worry, we have you covered too with a look back on classic matches, top 10 lists, and interactive tournaments that let the fans decide who is truly the best of all time. You can find us on Facebook at Sweet Chin Musings, and be sure to check out the podcast on all your favorite podcast major streaming platforms. We also got to shout out our new sponsors, United States Department of Nerds, the USDN Podcast, a podcast presented by Dat Feeling Podcast Network, LLC. The USDN Podcast is run by Jeffrey T. Fountain, a BCP Plus contributor, Jennifer Johnson, Eric Johnson, and Tay Stith, and is also home to the Queens of Nerdom podcast. USDN Podcast is a safe place for all nerds where they can come to be entertained, learn, and embrace debate. USDN prides itself on being by the people, for the people, and of the people. Here at the USDN, we strive to bring you the best content we can find where you know it comes with USDN's seal of approval. We always strive to give you factual data. If it's a rumor, we'll always preface it with the rumor alert before dropping the freshest info. However, once those rumors are proven true, you can bet your money we at USDN are slamming the stamp down and giving it the USDN seal of approval. Hit our links on social media for all our merch. This ad is USDN approved. BCP is now sponsored by the international shining star, Ray Calitri. Calitri has honed his craft traveling and wrestling all over the world, including destinations such as Mexico, Peru, Puerto Rico, and even Egypt. The ISPW Tri-State Champion and Golden Ticket holder is also one of the longest reigning ECPW Light Heavyweight Champions in history. Calitri also holds an international championship that he won in Mexico. Always known for his appreciation of world culture, the Shining Star is also known for his taste for high fashion, lavish lifestyle, and fast cars. However, he is most prominently known around the globe for his unparalleled in-ring acumen and skill set. Be sure to follow Ray Calitri across the board on social media, at Calitri Ray on Twitter, at PAP1Fresh on Instagram, and Ray Calitri on Facebook. Guys, please welcome in our new pod sponsor for the show, GPW Productions. GPW provides your promotion or event with top-tier video and audio production, live streaming, and more. I can personally vouch for them in saying they're hands down the best production company I've ever worked with, as they continue to work with the likes of AEW, GCW, StarCast, MLW, not to mention the majority of the local independent promotions here in the tri-state area. They can even help you film a vignette or promo for your persona or gimmick. And guess what? GPW doesn't just work in wrestling. They cover MMA, boxing, basketball, or any other sporting event as well. Guys, on a personal note, as always, I'd like to thank Mike Sesko, Frank Leone, O'Neil Andrews, and the team for giving me multiple opportunities to work with them and some of the best talent in the world. Book GPW for a promotion or event today at contact@gpwproductions.com. Once again, the BCP is sponsored by Pro Wrestling Magic. Pro Wrestling Magic presents Kingdom Come 8, 99 red balloons on Saturday, December 23rd at the Mecca, Ridgefield Park here in New Jersey. Get your tickets now or watch live on IWTV. Kingdom Come 8 features Darius Carter, Steve Pena, Steve Off, Kerr, Alex Ryman, Danny Moff, the Notorious Mimi, the Ruthless Lala, Vicious Vicky, Adina Steele, The Rep, Death Row, and a whole lot more. Tune in on IWTV. Guys, I want to give a special shout out and thanks to our new December podcast sponsor, Key Nation, featuring our very own BCP and BCP Plus contributor, Mr. Wayne Keener. Make sure to follow Key Nation on TikTok and Instagram for great puns, memes, dad jokes, and random ridiculous content. Thank you, Wayne. Welcome in our new December sponsors for the BCP DDE Daddy Daughter Entertainment. Thank you, Chucky Diesel and Chloe Rain, for sponsoring the show. Daddy Daughter Entertainment is all about family and being a fan of professional wrestling. It's my favorite thing about this crazy business is seeing Chucky and Chloe at shows. And DDE right now are putting out some amazing content and special attraction matches. Thank you, DDE. Guys, last but not least, I want to shout out our new December sponsor, Chop City Wrestling. Chop City Wrestling is where our pal Ryan Steniford takes chops from wrestlers and donates $20 to Connor's Cure for every chop he takes. Follow his adventures on his YouTube channel for all those chops and some great pro wrestling content for a great cause. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and thank you, Ryan, for sponsoring the BCP.
Yo, listen, it's Platinum Max, part of the Acclaim, the Platinum Playboy, best wrestler alive, and you are rocking with the Bob Culture Podcast. Yo, listen, Platinum on the mic, and I'm coming for your ass. I'm listening to the Bob Culture Podcast, and I think it's the hottest show in the game, because them and everybody loves the Acclaim. Now, scissor me.
We're rolling.
What's up? It's Sammy, the Spanish guy Gabar, and new TNT champion. And you, yes, you, right now are listening to the
Bob Culture Podcast.
Bob Culture Podcast.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
This is Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano, and you are listening to the Bob Culture Podcast.
So tell me what you said, and don't pretend to be sorry. I see you running around on me. So tell me what you said. Did you think you could take it? Oh, I know I'm letting you down again. Come on, they're trying to fake it.
All right, everybody, welcome into a very special BCP episode 500 edition of, well, the BCP for Mania Club. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you for all the support over the year. I'm going to keep this short and sweet as we got a little award show, a little clip show, some surprise interviews, some really great stuff for BCP 500, just kind of celebrating some of the things we've been able to do and accomplish to help a lot of the talent here in the Northeast, the independents, provide some awards like we always do. And first and foremost, this is all about Mania Club, Connor's Cure, working with WWE. They do a lot of great work for families and children suffering and dealing with pediatric cancer, and we want to do what we can here. Love working with Mania Club. Guys, do what you can. I think we had an auction the past couple days that raised, as of recording of this, we're over $200 by the time this airs. Yes, this is pre-recorded. Everyone, Happy New Year. I'm probably chilling watching football at this point. We've raised over $200, which is awesome. Thank you to everyone that donated items. Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore, Donnie, Kim, Bubba, Greek Savage, Andrew Kell. Just the list goes on and on. Auction Andrew. Forgive me if I'm forgetting anyone. I'd keep this short and sweet. But guys, just thank you so much for supporting me, my team over the years. You know, we started a website this year, BCP Plus, where we're covering NFL on the reg, 8 teams, and, you know, conversely, their opponents by default. We've gotten some opportunities, got to go to Chicago, got the tap on the shoulder to work with WWE, cover Survivor Series. That was great. Got some opportunities with AEW as well. So we really, you know, I feel like a lot of times in journalism, you know, sometimes people don't really smile upon journalism, and I totally get it. You know, my goal has always been to be a trusted source, a good source. Shout out John Van Decker, who came up with our championship journalism tagline. That's important to me. Obviously, I date a talent right now until she dumps me. That's a story for another day. But I really want there to be trust. I want people to know that they can talk to us. We don't usually ask the hard-hitting questions. We ask the questions that need to be asked, though. And what we have wanted has, I feel, been accomplished by myself and my team. I feel like there's a lot of trust there. I feel like there's a lot of positivity. And as you see today, we use our platform for good and great causes. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And again, I want to shout out opening the show, Wake Up Paradise with their song, Ready Now. We love the musical performances, always supporting the musical talent as well. But this is also an award show, guys, so keep in mind, very heavily Northeast based, as I always say. It's hard for me to have my eyes everywhere. We now have some people in Texas. We now have some people in the Midwest, so it's very cool. So we're going to be covering stuff as much as we can as we continue to grow. And we want to shine the spotlight on some people that don't always get that national spotlight, but some of them will very soon. So, guys, thank you for tuning in. But first, let's take a look back at some of our favorite moments here on the BCP.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys. What is happening? I'm just gonna take it off.
I'm glad we have that.
Oh,
It's still recording.
That being said, Espanos Unidos got involved in your match tonight. Kerr had some words for you after the match. Oh, you're Kerr. Take 2. The international shining star. Where is he today? Ray Kalitri, where are you today, sir? The big reveal. Drum roll, please. Where is it? I'm literally doing a drum roll.
No! Oh! My case. Hold on. We have to redo this again. I'm sorry. We have to redo this again.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Is the case okay?
Rock musical, and you know he had found Savannah Joyce and the moment, and you know he saw her out in New Jersey, and thought she was a perfect sound for what the show would be. So we had a meeting. I want to say November 2019, to put this together. And we had next steps, and then COVID hits.
Yeah,
right?
Of course.
Yeah.
So everything gets put on hold, and you know Jeremiah, ever the optimist, is well, I'm just seeing no light at the end of the tunnel. He's like, no, this will be over. Let's use this time and get this show written. So writing this show really was kind of almost like a cure-all for.
As another fellow indie wrestler trying to make it, I'm sure you.
Whatever help you need, sweetheart, I got you.
Oh, come on!
You want me to come up with a finish for you?
No!
best of luck. I won't be there at this one, man. But
Thank God. Oh my God. I'm gonna have a phenomenal night. Let's go. Thanksgiving. I know what I'm being thankful for.
You have technically a 33 and a third % chance of winning that match. How's it feel going into that one?
How would it feel if I told you I had a 33.3% of putting my foot in your ass?
What do you gotta ask us for? Ask us some questions. Huh? Nerd.
And I might have to do some true commentary because Rob is the worst. He's impartial. Gonna get rid of him.
No. You gonna play. Shut your mouth. You gonna play. So I'll bust you. Alright. Okay. Damn off.
Yeah, bro! He got so small! Harder!
Why is that crazy? Hey, what does your watch say? Get out of here!
That's great. I got hepatitis or something.
There you go. Get out of here, you jerk!
I got a new record, okay? I am the most snubbed person in wrestling fashion of the week.
The heat. The heat I get for wrestling fashion.
I wanna make a statement right now that wrestling fashion is the biggest scam that Rob has ever put together of all his favorites, and he only picks his favorite.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Where are you going? I didn't say you can leave yet. Don't leave me, Rob. Please don't leave me. Please don't leave me. Please don't leave me.
4 women, 1 winner!
Have been counted out. The official decision is a double count out.
Mind your business, Rob.
Come on. Bougie, come on. You're better than this, man. Come on. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do this. No, come on. No.
I didn't like that. You didn't like that? I didn't like that introduction. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, creatures, freaks of all ages, I told you what I'm doing. I'm sorry. Are you hard of hearing? Is this kid dumb? Is this guy dumb? I'm dumb, right? Tell me. Big dumb?
You're dumb.
You're dumb. Tell me to get out of here.
Big dummy. 99.9% accurate.
Thank you for your time. Well, good.
And I remember right before our first match, I remember Alpha Jr., who runs the company Battlefield Pro Wrestling, came up to me and he was like, "Hey man, Cardona wants to do this again." I go, "We didn't even touch yet." He goes, "It was your promos." He made him there.
There you go.
Listen,
that's our guy.
He's beat me not once but twice.
Yeah.
So, listen, I would love to have another match with him.
Wow.
But it's got to be in the right setting. It can't just be he's going to be here tonight, right?
I think flight issues, unfortunately, as well.
Another one scared.
But I'm fascinated when you talk to people like a Kurt Angle or like The Rock or The Undertaker or whoever it might be. I'm fascinated by figuring out what's their story. How did they get to where they're at? And reverse engineering that back so that someone listening goes, wow, I'm really inspired by where they were at step 3 in the process. Because I'm only at step 2 right now, and that person's at step 76 or whatever it is.
Right, we're on the red carpet, man. What do you think, man? I got dressed up. I'm not a shiny star.
So
For me, this is a lot, bro.
This has caught me by complete surprise.
Really?
Because I'm not used to this. So when you message,
Neither am I.
when you message me, you're like, "Oh, can I just wear a blazer with a t-shirt?" I'm like, "Absolutely not. That is unacceptable. I don't want to see that. That is embarrassing. Listen. If you're watching this, never wear a t-shirt with a blazer. It is embarrassing."
Mox was there with you, man. I want to see this match, man. Maybe I'm being selfish.
I would love to see
you versus
that, yeah.
Mox. I'm sure it's crossed your mind, man.
everything's crossed my mind. And
Yeah.
that's one of those things, like, he's a guy that with the Combat Club, it's one of those things he said it like it's you earn it in blood, and that's one of those things I can attest to of respecting him for that factor. And if that match was to come down the road at Revolver or Impact or AEW or anywhere on Independence, I would love it.
Tommy's a great guy.
Yes,
he is. He is the innovator of violence, and just going back, not to get too deep into the weeds here. I mean, ECW was definitely not the best experience for me, but it was a good learning experience. It made me tough. It made me not just in wrestling, but in life. But there was always one happy, smiling face. I was always willing to listen or to give advice or to not be like the other guys. And Tommy Dreamer was always a quality, great, down-to-earth guy, in spite of me probably being the redheaded stepchild of the ECW locker room.
But guys like Big Ben Bishop on the show lately.
Another
and this has
excellent talent.
And I appreciate you saying that. Over the years, everyone's saying, I want Carter. Lately, Big Ben Bishop and Crowbar. How has this not happened? We've tweeted it. Somebody, what did they say? Book it, you cowards. Somebody book the damn match. I'm sorry,
there's so many matches that I haven't had. You would think that I've had them. You would think that I've wrestled Crowbar. You would think that I've wrestled Tony Deppen. You would think that I've wrestled Zack Sabre. Right, there you go. You would think that I've wrestled Zack Sabre Jr. You would think that I've wrestled Speedball Mike Bailey. You would think that I've wrestled some of these people, and I have not.
And they want to wrestle you.
And they want to wrestle me. I want to wrestle them. A promoter somewhere wants it to happen, but again, is it money? Is it I haven't thought of it? Is it I'm so caught in my own zone?
Rob Williams, the Pop Break. Tony, you mentioned the word opportunity over and over again. Piggybacking on what John said earlier, we saw Daniel Garcia and Willow Nightingale tonight get that tap on the shoulder, getting that opportunity. We've seen you do so much for independent talent with AEW Dark, with AEW Elevation, now with ROH. First of all, thank you for that. We've seen the Lady Frost, we've seen Trish Adora tonight. I mean, how important is it for you to have ROH be somewhat synonymous with the next generation of talent?
Well, I've always wanted to feature the top independent wrestlers, people on the cutting edge, and we've been able to make a lot of stars that way. Take people that have done well in the independents, also take people that were more, frankly, obscure as far as national recognition, and then package them up and have them be very successful, some of them champions in AEW, and now in Ring of Honor too. And I think there's a lot of people that came up that way. So whether in Ring of Honor, it's the Gates of Agony, or in AEW, Powerhouse Hobbs, The Acclaim, and many others, and then giving opportunities to people who are heralded independent wrestlers like Eddie Kingston, Ricky Starks, Willow Nightingale, and a lot of other people. A lot of great people in AEW over the years with really good eyes and brought people to our attention. And when I've seen people, whether it was in AEW or ROH, that clicked with the audience, that clicked with the company, that made sense on TV and for pay-per-view shows, we want to give them those opportunities and put people in spotlight. And that's something we have in common with AEW and Ring of Honor for sure. And I really appreciate you saying that, because I definitely want to keep the spirit of independent wrestling out there. AEW may be the world's largest independent wrestling company in many ways, but we're also the true challenger brand and an international powerhouse in the business, which is awesome.
I don't think I'll ever get a chance to do this again, but I might get a little emotional, so don't mind me. I told you I met you a few times in 2019. Every time has been one of the best days of my life, I'm going to be honest. Your matches, Rebel Heart, everything really pulled me out of a dark place. I was going through a lot in 2018, and I heard Rebel Heart, and I was like, oh, who is this? And then I heard Johnny Wrestling, and I was like, okay, let me look into him. And then I watched the DIY. What is it? The stab in the back. Yep. And even now, when you watch it, it still gets you, even though you know what's going to happen. It still gets you. Yeah. The first match with Andrade at Brooklyn, TakeOver Brooklyn 3. Yep. And then we just rewatched all the takeovers from 2018, and I was just my favorite movie series is Rocky, and I never thought I'd be inspired by anything else. And then watching your matches, and then even now watching your interviews and interacting with you, I'm like, this guy's the best. Like he really lifts me up. And it's embarrassing, but literally, like Rebel Heart's my alarm clock. It's my ringtone.
That's awesome.
It always gets me pumped up, and I just. you have a lifelong fan of me, and I will always appreciate you.
I appreciate
thank you
that,
so
man.
much.
No,
man.
thank you, man. That means the world to me. Come
thank
on,
you.
dude. That means the world to me, dude. Like, trust me. Like, those sort of things are like that. That is what, and I say this to all the young wrestlers out there. This right here is what makes all of the sacrifices and everything worth it. Is hearing that from you, being able to affect people that way. That is really, at the end of the day, what we're on this earth to do.
Yeah.
So it means the world. Thank you so much for sharing that.
We gotta go. The virtual signing starting. Let's go. Vicky, we gotta go. Come on, let's go. Come on. Vicky. Vicky, you might want to look behind What can I say, guys? I love me some good outtakes, some great moments, some independent talent, some national talent that we got to talk to. It's been awesome. We've actually formed some relationships with a lot of people. And again, like I always say, all about the positivity, certainly not about us, but it's all about what we say, championship journalism, hashtag championship journalism. Let's run with that. We already got the t-shirt, shameless promo. But speaking of which, we have a lot more awards to give out. Now, they won't all be on this show. We're going to announce quite a few. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But I had the opportunity at Pro Wrestling Magic and some other promotions to present, some very special big-time awards here. We actually have trophies this year. $4 from every trophy purchased will be donated to Mania Club, so that will go to our total from the auction as well. And as I always keep saying, guys, if you can donate to Mania Club, we'll put the link in the comments for this one. If you can donate a few bucks, that would be great. Really want to raise a lot of money, for Connor's Cure. All about the charity here. But we want to give people their flowers here. We're all about it. You've seen some awards on social media for the national brand and the independent talents. We're doing the best we can here, guys. Again, disclaimer, very largely Northeast based, as I work a lot of promotions here in the Northeast. Again, we have some eyes across the nation as we continue to grow. And just as a general statement, I just want to say, a lot of talent have grown this year and have really come a long way from when we first started this thing. Some of our friends are on TV every week. And, I always look at the current talent that I work with weekly or monthly, and I see people that I'm like, next year, I'm not going to see them, or next year they're going to be on TV. And that's so cool to see people succeed. And that's what we want. And we're rooting for everybody. So let's present some awards. We'll show you guys some awards that we're able to present. But first, I have a very special interview. I've been wanting this one for a long time. Last year, I finally got to interview Santa. But ladies and gentlemen, a BCP exclusive. We got to interview and sit down with Dr. Zeus's, trademark, The Grinch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we told you we had some special guests for BCP 500. Last year, we had Santa Claus for BCP 400 on the bucket list, but I want to interview this man, Dr. Zeus's The Grinch. TM, welcome to the show. Grinch, how are you, sir? Thanks for making the time.
Great to see you again. I've been in Target all day returning the gifts from all the little brats.
Oh, come on, Grinch.
Good haul this year, Robert. I stole plenty of toys from those little shits.
Oh, Grinch, come on, man. It's the holiday season, bro. Come on, aren't you feeling a little bit cheery? Come on, lots of good food, lots of good presents, man. Come on, it's the holidays. It's almost the new year.
Right. There was a lot of store credit today that I could spend on Magnolia at Target. I love Chip and Joanna. So, of course, I was overcome with emotions.
Oh, Grinch. Well, thank you for making the time, Grinch. I wanted to have you on the show. This is bucket list for me. Thank you so much for making the time, man. If you don't know, we're a little bit of a pro wrestling show over here on the BCP, covering lots of stuff, primarily pro wrestling as of late. I have to ask you this, Mr. Grinch, sir. I see you're wearing an I'm a Hugger shirt. Are you a pro wrestling fan?
I am a huge pro wrestling fan. In fact, I love it. I adore it. Mainly independent wrestling. I feel the majors don't have the heart that the indies do.
Okay, fair enough. I like
I'm
what you
not
said.
one to shy away from the Mecca as well.
Oh yes, Pro Wrestling Magic. They got some great stuff going on over there. A lot of great shows.
Greyest hot dogs in all of the land.
That's right, Mr. Grinch. I know you love those hot dogs over there at the Mecca.
As much as I love running for the toilet 5 minutes later, yes.
Mr. Grinch, though, is there any wrestlers that you like to see when you're over at the Mecca? Do you have any favorite wrestlers?
Oh yes, I'm very accustomed to Darius Carter. What a shitty human being he is. I love it. Love it. I can't get enough of his diabolical, sadistic antics. They fill my heart and make it grow 2 sizes.
Well, Darius isn't always the nicest to everybody, Mr. Grinch. I mean, he has a great resume. Nominee for Wrestler of the Year out here, Mr. Grinch. I mean, he's great. Why do you like Darius so much?
Well, I love his tights, how they're festooned with his initials and they go up above his navel. That's delightful, and I think it's just so pompous and arrogant, and I respond to that. I love that. Oh my God. Are you snorting? Very good, my friend. I stole your presents as well.
So good, man. I'm dying over here.
Excellent. We'll have a tribute show for you soon. BCP presents the Rob Williams the 15th tribute show.
That's fair. I had a good run, Grinch. Right. I got to ask you this, though, Mr. Grinch. I thank you for making the time, but I did want you. We sent something over in Whoville. We talked about Darius Carter being a heavy nominee, a heavy favorite. Dan Moff as well. There's so many great nominees. A lot of people are putting Matt Cardona as well. But we sent you all the way to Whoville to tell us who is going to win the BCP Plus Male Independent Wrestler of the Year for 2023. I believe. Did you get the envelope?
I have. Yes, I checked my mailbox today, and I got a few envelopes. I got a Val pack, which is very helpful, so I can save 10% on my next diner visit and get my HVAC cleaned for $25 off. I'm very happy. But I also got these awards. I've got this one here. Oh, I've disappeared. Oh, I've reemerged from Whoville. Okay. There's this. The worst promo car 2023. Is that the one?
No, I didn't send that.
Okay, no, that's not it.
That?
Let me go. These are ones. Oh, yes, here it is. The ugliest fan, child.
No.
2023. Oh, I know who it's gonna be.
No, Mr.
That
Grinch,
kid looks like an orangutan. It's got. Oh wait, no, not this one. Okay.
No, sir, no.
Okay, no.
Mr. Grinch.
Oh yes, this is the one we've been waiting for. The worst grammar on Facebook for 2023. I think I know which referee it's going to be. Hold on. Oh, no. Here it is. Oh, God. Excuse me. I apologize. The Scandal of the Year.
Gosh, no.
Oh, I think I know who this was.
Don't open that one.
Oh, yes. I remember in court, he pleaded insanity.
No.
Okay, no, that's not.
Nope.
Oh, wait, here it is. Oh, it's the one we've been waiting for. The worst hygiene and or smell male fan. 2023. This man smelled like chicken noodle soup at almost every event, and I can't wait to reveal who it is.
No, that's not us.
No.
That's another show, Mr. Grinch.
I'm sorry. The Male Independent Wrestler of the Year.
Yes, sir. That is the one. That is the one we sent. Would you do the honors, please, Mr. Grinch?
Absolutely. I'll be very happy.
Can you open
anyone?
Are you able to get in there? Mr. Grinch, this is...
It doesn't want to give up its treasure very easily, but a master thief that I am, I'm sure I can get it. Oh, here it is. It's the Blessed One himself, AC Navarro.
Truly.
Oh, I'm delighted at that. What a great treasure that man is. I enjoy him to no end. One of the greatest wrestlers to come from the New Jersey area, probably ever. One of those people you see on the very first time, and your heart grows 2 sizes.
Absolutely. Casey Navarro, I think it was announced PWI had Matt Cardona. Well, Casey Navarro beat Matt Cardona twice this year, fighting all over the world. Got put over big by Rhea Ripley.
Clinches it right there, as far as I'm concerned.
All straight. I mean, this guy's doing big things, had some major tryouts, major opportunities. Australia, London, all over the world. Truly a world champion. Casey Navarro, very well deserved. Round of applause, everyone watching at home. Mr. Grinch, I got to ask you before we get out of here, thank you for making this time. How was your Christmas, man? Did you have a good Christmas, man? Did you go down with the townspeople and try to make some friends were you nice this year at least?
Not at all. I was terrible. I tried to steal as much as I could, of course, being it's my busy season. And I stole so much. I stole from you. I stole from Chris Nunez on both his birthday and Christmas, which was extraordinary for me. I was so happy to steal his presents on both days.
No wonder. That explains why some of his presents went missing.
Yes, but unfortunately, Fleshlight.com does not take returns. So I guess I'm stuck with that apparatus for the time being. But no matter, I'll make use.
Oh, Mr. Grinch, you're always causing trouble. Real quick before we got to get out of here, Mr. Grinch, I got to ask you this one. Do you think Cody Rhodes finishes the story this year at WrestleMania?
Oh, I certainly hope so. You know, with the rumble upon us and everything else, this being the championship season, I hope that he can steal that belt away from that awful, awful man, that tribal chief, and take that belt away and rewrite history that his polka-dotted father seemed to elude him at all times. And I wish that he can carry on a dynasty and, you know, that shit stain he had on his shoulder really loused him up for a while, but I'm very happy now. And I think that this is his year, and WrestleMania will be the end of the story, and we will definitely rejoice here in Whoville.
Oh, boy. Well,
yes. You know, let's spill the tea. Let's call it Whoville isn't all it's cracked up to be, you know.
Oh, well, that's very fair, Mr. Grinch.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. But before we get out of here, I don't know if you've ever seen the BCP before, but we're all about that shameless promo. Do you have any social media, maybe some merch you're trying to sell, Mr. Grinch? Put yourself over, please, sir.
Oh, yes. That's a Grinch, at Grinch. You can get me across all social media. Of course, my OnlyFans, where you can see the rest of this lavish green hair in all its glory, and how it festoons my Grinchly privates, and you'll enjoy that for just $9.99. A great deal. Please, if you use the promo BCP right now, I will give you 10% off on your OnlyFans subscription, and you will find out I am more than just a hugger, if you know what I mean.
All right, that's not a thing. Yes. That code has not been approved by her. Mr. Grinch, thank you for your time. Happy holidays, happy New Year, man. We appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Grinch.
You're a nice one, Mr. Williams.
Oh, I love that.
From BCP Plus Network. Yes. Oh, you got it. All right, let me give you a little love. Come on. No, you sponsor it. We give you a little love. Now, it's great to see you. You've done so much for this promotion, wrestling in general. I know you'd like to address the kingdom. On a personal note, thank you. I was injured the last few weeks. I want to thank you for what you did and many of the Magic Kingdom did to get me through that. Thank you so much. So, with all that said and all the support you've given us, the floor is yours. Please, Mr. Rob Williams. Don't go anywhere, Shane.
Happy holidays, Magic Kingdom. Love you guys. Real quick, it's not shameless promo for BCP Plus. It is the season of giving, and with that in mind, I'd like to invite DVD Entertainment, Chloe and Chucky, to make their way to the ring right now. Shane, don't go anywhere. Here come, round of applause, Chloe and Chucky, DVD, please. You gonna see them blood section? To make their way to the ring real quick. Shane, everywhere you announce, You elevate every single promotion you work with. Let's see if we get tears here. You elevate every single man and woman that comes through that curtain. You do so much for this community. This vote was unanimous, the only unanimous vote for BCP Plus 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, your indie ring announcer of 2023, the fairest one of all, Shane Fair. O'Shane. The 2023 Ring Announcer of the Year, Shane Fair.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you, everybody. Wow. All right, caught me off guard. Thank you so much, guys. Daddy-daughter entertainment. Thank you, Chucky, Chloe, Rob.
Ladies and gentlemen, backstage here at Pro Wrestling Magic with the World Women's Pro Wrestling Magic champion, the Ruthless One, Ruthless Lala. Big match tonight. Pro Wrestling R as well, Women's Champion. Lala, I got to ask you this big match against Notorious Mimi tonight, but I got to ask you on a personal level, how does it feel to be awarded the Indie Women's Wrestling Wrestler of 2023 BCP Plus? Lala, congratulations. We got you.
I hate you guys so much. Oh my God.
Lala, congratulations. Match of the Year nominee with Mercedes Martinez. All the gold. I mean, drip set as always. Lala, congratulations. Very well deserved.
Thank you so much, man. This is amazing.
She had no idea, by the way.
I have no idea. I'm going to kill Rob.
Yeah, right before your match, too. I'm sorry. I'm used to it.
This means a lot to me because a lot of people don't know the trials and tribulations that I've went through to even still be here, yet alone to feel relevant in this wrestling business. I have put this women's division on my back. I have been by far the best Pro Wrestling Magic Women's Champion, most title defenses, defended it everywhere. Like, I don't care who's had this belt before me because they haven't done what I've done. Anybody to take this off of me, there's going to be some big shoes to fill, but I promise you, baby, it ain't Notorious Mimi. Respectfully. See, I'm in a seasons giving. I'm about to give you this lariat. And you're going to still be looking at the Pro Wrestling Magic World Women's Champion. Respectfully. And then after that, there's something else. I've done everything in this women's division. Now, I'm going to start hitting up these dudes. I need some more belts. Y'all don't notice. I said what I said. I'm going to see you later, Rob.
Lala, congrats. Very well deserved. The Ruthless One, Ruthless Lala.
Hi, everyone. Amanda Rivas here, and I am co-host of the Socially Distanced and Anime Pop podcast on thepopbreak.com, and it is my privilege to announce the winner of the 2023 Up-and-Comer Female Wrestler of the Year. But before I do that, I just have to give mad props to all of the hardworking, incredibly talented female wrestlers slaying the indie scene across the country. Thank you for everything that you're doing. And as a wrestling fan, I just make this plea to everybody else out there to please support women's wrestling. Go to your local shows, buy female wrestlers merch, share social media posts. If you've got any match highlights or video clips, share them on your social media. Tag your favorite female wrestlers, because you never know. Your favorite indie wrestler could show up on a larger platform someday. And that includes the winner, again, of this prestigious award. So it is my honor to announce that Gabby Forza is your 2023 Up-and-Comer Female Wrestler of the Year. Congratulations, Gabby. You had an outstanding 2023, and we can't wait to see what you do in 2024.
Oh, it's time. It's award time. That is right. Hello, BCP Universe. We're here for BCP 500, and I have the pleasure, the honor, to introduce to you all our female superstar of the year. And I can't even call this a promo because, guys, this is a minion empowerment meeting. Because our female superstar of the year, let me just run by her accolades real quick. She is the first female superstar to main event 2 back-to-back Ring of Honor pay-per-views. She is the only Ring of Honor champion to show up consistently every single week to Ring of Honor TV under Tony Khan. She has held the Ring of Honor Women's Championship for over 365 days. As of this recording, she is 44-0 in Ring of Honor sanctions bouts, and she has had a plethora of matches against so many amazing opponents, from Billie Starkz to Kiera Hogan to Mercedes Martinez, amongst many more. She is a mentor to Billie Starkz and Lexi Nair, and if you don't know where I'm going with this, guys, it's my minion overlord and yours, especially because I'm minion number 204. It's Athena. She is your female superstar of the year. Thank you everyone for voting and tuning in. Rob, thank you so much for listening to me after I texted you week upon week upon week upon peak, telling you that Athena should win. She's finally got her moment in time and her shine. So thank you all again. And guys, happy holidays and happy new year, and I can't wait to see what I'm going to do, what Athena's going to do, and what everyone here at the BCP is going to do in the new year of being 2024.
Hey, it's Lay Editor-in-Chief Bill Bodkin here to talk to you about the BCP Plus Match of the Year, which of course, Hangman Adam Page versus Swerve Strickland from AEW Full Gear at the fabulous Kia Forum in a Texas death match. Earlier this year, I did not think any match could top Hangman Adam Page versus Jon Moxley in the Texas death match, but I was sorely mistaken. This was a love letter to violent wrestling. This was a love letter to great storytelling, even though it started out kind of weird where they did a home invasion angle and everyone's like, oh, this is kind of lame, but it turned into something amazing. These two dudes bled buckets. They beat each other within an inch of their life, and it's still not finished. And that is why it's a match of the year.
What's going on, guys? It's the Nooner. It's Chris Nunez from the Bob Culture Podcast, representing the BCP boys. Just wanted to wish you all a happy holidays. Hope you guys had a Merry Christmas, and hope you guys have a Happy New Year. Just here to announce that the winner of the BCP Tag Team of the Year is none other than FTR. Amazing year they've had. One match I could recommend, if you're going to watch any, is earlier in the year on Collision. It was them against Jay White and Rock Hard Juice Robinson from Bullet Club Gold. Excellent match, almost an hour long. Definitely highly recommended. So huge congratulations to FTR. Love all you beautiful people, and have a good holiday.
Hey, yo, let's go, boys and girls. It's me, Matt Wittes, on behalf of BCP Plus, wishing everybody a happy and healthy new year. And I'm here to present to you BCP Plus's editor's pick for Faction of the Year. And it was pretty much a lock because nobody, not Blackpool Combat Club, not Damage Control, not the Kingdom, not even the Elite, not even Bloodline had the year that Judgment Day has had. You have Damian Priest putting on a hell of a match in front of an amazing crowd in Puerto Rico with Bad Bunny. You have him becoming Mr. Money in the Bank. You have him and Finn Balor becoming multiple-time consensus, undisputed, whatever they're calling the tag team titles right now. They're carrying all 4 straps for the second time after great feuds with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and with Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes. Dominic Mysterio becoming, if not a top heel, then certainly one of the most hated heels in the company, stepping away from his dad and becoming that on his own, while becoming a multiple-time NXT North American champion. There's no way to overlook the year that Mommy Rhea Ripley has had, absolutely popping the roof off of a stadium with no roof when she won the women's title at WrestleMania and has been dominant ever since. Hell, they've also managed to secure the loyalty of really the record-breaking, longest-running NXT Cruiserweight Champion with J.D. McDonough, and the record-breaking most titles held from the one-time 24/7, 7-Eleven, 365, I-95 South European television champion, R-Truth. They may be Judgment Day, but 2023 has certainly been their year.
Hey there, everybody. Mike Mueller here, host of the Sweet Chin Musings podcast and senior editor for the BCP Plus, here to give you the OMG moment of 2023. You know, we had a lot of crazy moments over the year, a few big surprise returns, lots of crazy high spots and amazing matches. But I think the moment that shocked us the most, and the OMG moment of the year, was Cody Rhodes not being able to finish the story at WrestleMania. We all thought he was going to be the one to end Roman's reign, but like he did so many times before, Roman broke our heart, stacked him up, and continued his dominant run. Maybe 2024 will be Cody's year, but 2023 left us all saying, OMG.
Here comes the X, and here comes the cross. He's demolition. He's wearing leather. It's really weird now. Don't really get it.
Bill Bodkin. Bill, what up, bro? How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. And I just want to say, whoa, whoa, WrestleMania.
But Bill, I'm waiting for a rant, man. I'm trying to get you going here. But...
Oh, what? What do you want me to say? Oh, this day.
I do now. That was pretty good, too.
Randy Orton put that shit in cruise control until he wanted to do it. And when he wanted to do it, you know what happens? Oh shit, look how good Randy Orton is. When he doesn't want to do it, boo-boo face, don't want to be here, who gives a shit?
And everyone is embracing fun dad Sting. And
I'm sorry, I'm popping hard for fun dad Sting.
Yeah. Fun dad Sting. Fun dad Sting.
Hashtag fun dad Sting.
Fun dad Sting.
Do you want me to have a stroke on this podcast? Every time you fucking bring up this struggle of Cody Rhodes, his whole story, he's laid it out for you. He said, I was here. You didn't care about me. I left. I went and built the other company. Then he comes back. I gotta do the one thing my dad never did. My brother never did. Wow, do we have to shoot the guy in the fucking leg to make him struggle?
Basically just like an RKO, a pop. Good night, everybody. Here's hot pictures of my wife on Instagram. Send me my millions of dollars.
CM Punk thinks he's this Terry Funk-like veteran, this old man. You know what? I don't know Terry Funk very well, but I can tell you he wouldn't have pulled that shit. Terry Funk would have taken that business and he would have handled it himself. What CM Punk did was he acted like a little boy. He acted like a little bitch.
But before we get to the shameless promo, Kimmy, we're done here, right?
Yes, you did very good.
Oh,
I'm very proud of you.
I appreciate it. Not patronizing at all. We got a little award to give out. Our BCP Hall of Famer for 2023 is Mr. Bill Bodkin, lay editor-in-chief of the popbreak.com. We got to clip this for the show, man. Dude.
What are you talking about?
BCP
Hall of Fame?
It is.
When did this happen?
Like
3
2
years.
years ago?
Thank
like
you. I'm glad.
3 years ago?
Well, listen, there was a global pandemic.
Get your speech. Get your speech ready. All right. So, Bill, it's going to get emotional. Bill, you have been here since almost day one. BCP OG, you have given myself, Kimmy, Mike, Amanda, Vac, Matt, the list goes on. So many opportunities. I'm starting some of my own endeavors now. If I ever need help or ever have a question, hey, Bill, how do I go about this the right way? Who do I reach out to? Journalism, I wish I knew I wanted to do it when I was in college. I had no idea what I wanted to do. I'm really, putting my foot on the gas now and really just like learning and enjoying it, man. And you gave me my first opportunity. And this is something, and I think, Kimmy, you can echo this sentiment as well, that I'm really enjoying, and just we all owe so much to you. You're a staple here on the BCP. We love the rants. We appreciate you, man. You're going to get a little trophy. It's going to be great. I'll get you a Frosty or something. BCP Hall of Famer, Bill Bodkin, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Bill.
Okay. Thanks, man. That's pretty cool. I was just like, all right, where's the joke?
Man.
All right. This is the one and only Hall of Fame I'll ever be in, so that's pretty cool. So thanks for all the people who voted for me on my final year of eligibility. It was me and Gary Sheffield were on the ballot
least I made it this year. It's a baseball joke for anyone who cares. But yeah, thank you so much. Do I have to make a speech right now?
Get your stuff in at least. Get your stuff in.
Listen, I've been doing this a long time, and one of my greatest, the greatest things you could ever do, in my opinion, or one of the greatest things I'll ever look back on. I've been in the Pop Break for 14 years, 15 years this September. I started Pop Break just because I was like, I don't write creatively anymore in my job, and I did that, but it doesn't survive without the hundreds of people that have written and shot and podcasted for me for free. Oh, and don't worry, I lose a lot of money every year, so it's not like I make anything off anyone's free labor. But my favorite part of it is working with people and helping them get to the next level and like working on their craft. I could tell you, when I first started working with Kimmy, I just was like, wow, how'd you get into college? And now she is working for multiple outlets, and she's been doing a fantastic job. Rob, I looked at him, I'm like, hey, how'd you get out of college? And then I helped him, and he was
darn
just like,
drummers.
Fucking drummers, man. And then like he has like, flourished into a fantastic writer. I've seen so many of my quote unquote kids go on to do great things, and that's what I love doing, and I love giving people, helping them get opportunities to do really cool stuff, because that's just what it's all about, man. We didn't get into journalism to become rich. We came in to tell stories. We came in here to entertain. We came in here to just help. So for me to be able to do that is it's pretty important, and something I'll always look back on. I never have to be the star, but I don't mind being the star maker, you know what I mean? So, just call me the Wizard of Oz, kids. Mostly because I got on a balloon and ended up in a magical land, and there's green people everywhere. So, oh, wait, I'm on drugs. No, I'm kidding. But yes, thank you so much. I'll have a better speech for episode 500.
That was good. No, people in the chat saying, great speech, Bill. Love it, bro. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I'm sure Bill and Mike have both edited some of my articles. That's very fair. Yep, for sure. I love it, guys. Bill, congrats, man. Thank you. No, thank you for everything, man. I always say it's a team effort here on the BCP, man, and like we all just help each other grow and learn, and it's so awesome. We're getting more and more opportunities. Like it's so cool to see, and we really appreciate you, man. All of us and the boys, Kimmy, everybody, Amanda. So shout out, Bill. All right, that's all you're getting because we got to clip this for BCP 500. I'll give you a hug and a trophy and a Frosty later. All right, guys, again, thank you for tuning in to BCP 500, #championship journalism. Really cool moments, obviously, on the show. Great interviews. Got to present some great awards. Thank you, everyone, from my team for presenting the awards. I'm so proud of y'all. I'm just so thankful for you all. I think it's very cool that, I was able to start a website based on this podcast, which has been very well received in a little over 3+ months, where I've had people across the country really contribute content, cover events, and really it's not often you just start something and you have the resources right out the gate. Everyone supported me with the Kickstarter. I just want to say thank you for that. It's really become a thing in just 3+ months. That's not how it's supposed to work. And we came out of the gate swinging, and it's just been great. So thank you guys for supporting that endeavor. We really appreciate it. And again, I know I keep saying this, Mania Club, please support Mania Club. Donate if you can. Again, we had the auction. As of this recording, already $200 raised on this auction. I'll sure be a lot more by the time the auction is over. But real quick, guys, a couple more awards before we get out of here. Go to the BCP socials for all the awards. But I wanted to shout out the male, the male wrestler of 2023. We saw a strong case made for Seth Rollins and PWI. Cody Rhodes is a strong case you can make for that. Roman, obviously a heavy favorite, but again, we felt, as with some of our other nominees, that Roman needed to defend the title more, be present more as well. I felt that was very important in the criteria. So that being said, we talked about it. We do have our votes with our BCP crew and some other publications and journalists we talked to as well. And for us here on the BCP, we're going to go with Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF, the now former AEW world champion. MJF, we always say he has the crowd in the palm of his hand, whether he is face or heel. I feel he is a student of the game. is old school, but at the same time very evolved and knows how to have that crowd in the palm of his hand. But he's had some great feuds, great promos, great storylines, great matches. Kenny Omega, Bryan Danielson, Samoa Joe. The stuff with Adam Cole was brilliant. I'm so sad that was cut short when they were teaming together. Obviously, we saw how that played out at World's End. Just brilliant stuff, but MJF also giving back to the independent scene. We saw him show up at Creative Pro a few times. He took on Leo Sparrow. Check out that match if you guys can. Gil in his corner, GKM, shout him out. But I thought that was so cool. But not only that, the accolades are there. Obviously, the executive producer on Iron Claw. If you guys haven't seen that, check that out. It's a heavy movie, but it's great. But MJF, we felt, really took everything he was given and made it work. Some of the feuds weren't the best. Some of the storylines weren't the best. And a lot of them were great. And he really made it transcend what we normally see in terms of storyline, often whereas AEW is more focused on the in-ring, which is some great, fantastic wrestling, and MJF was able to do that as well. So we felt, for all those reasons, MJF is going to be your male superstar of 2023 here on the BCP. I also wanted to point out we did pick Athena as well. I'm a stats guy notoriously, but there was a lot of back and forth because Rhea was a heavy favorite. PWI, I think I got it in here somewhere. PWI #1, very well deserved. Rhea Ripley. Again, I would have liked to seen the title defended a little bit more. But that being said, Rhea transcending the sport of wrestling, really just in her final form, leveling up, doing some amazing things. Rhea, we were going back and forth on her. Was it going to be Rhea Ripley? At the end of the day, we decided Athena, although not as much eyes on her over on ROH. She defended monthly, fought on TV or on ROH, the subscription platform, weekly, had some stellar matches with Willow, Billy Starks, the forever Ring of Honor women's champion. So it was a really tough one. I'm a stats guy. I think the title defenses kind of put Athena over. I did put out a tweet, who was going to be #1 on the PWI when that was being released for the PWI 250. I think it was the most retweets I had ever gotten, and it was just, or quote tweets, I should say, and it was Athena. I know Calvin I spoke to, big Athena proponent. Kimmy just listing the stats because she knows I like the stats about Athena. So on our platform, and it was tough, we're going to give that one to Athena. So thank you, Kimmy, for announcing that. Very well deserved, Athena. And I always got to shout out the girlfriend, so she makes me cookies. But check out her match with Athena over on the BCP YouTube channel from AEW Dark. Check that out. Guys, before we get out of here, we'll give you 2 more awards real quick. I want to shout out Indie Match of the Year. This was so tough. I watched a lot of stuff. Darius Carter in a lot of the conversations, him and Pena, him and Marcus Mathers over at BCW. I watched that last night because a lot of people were recommending that one to me. I think that's over on Title Match Network. Shout out BCW for letting me check out that match. But this match, again, heavily Northeast biased. I was in the room, which gives it a little bit more of a live feel, gives it a great, you have a great crowd. I feel that adds to the match. So this was a match I saw in person. I was going to jump on commentary for the next match, which I was also paying attention to be a possible match of the year. And this match is 2 guys who have been doing it for a long time and just are on another level. And I knew it would be good, but this was very old school ROH, very NXT black and gold-esque, just the kickouts, the reversals, multiple splashes, burning hammers, just brutal match, and just amazing. Even when I jumped on commentary, they were still talking about it. It was a very real, organic, in the moment, and this one I had in the back of my mind, and I was comparing everything else to it. And these are 2 guys who it's almost unfair because they're so good, and they are both at the top of their game, and they're both veterans in this business, but it's so well deserved. My personal pick, and I've talked with other people about this, was the hardest one probably to choose. And again, guys, very heavily Northeast based, like I say, every single year. But this, and go and watch it on IWTV. I was in the room for this, but what a stellar match. Check it out. Between 2 legends, Danny Moff versus Azrael at Pro Wrestling Magic. Go check that out. amazing. I think it was 2 shows ago. I don't remember the name of the show off the top of my head, but go check that out. I'll have to tag it in the comments here. An amazing match. If you guys are watching still, please, let us know your thoughts on some of the awards. And real quick, I also want to shout out our male up-and-comer, that's rookie sophomore for BCP Plus 2023 on the Indies. And I talked to a lot of people on this one, and we're going to go Troy Locke. Troy Locke. I wanted to make sure I said the wrestling name, not the real name. Troy Locke, so well-deserved, trained by Preach. I believe he fought, 14 matches in a row, 14 days, it was 1 week, 14 matches over at the fair over here, killing it in Pro Wrestling Magic. Took on the champion Steve Pena at that time. He took on Darius Carter so early in his career. It's amazing. So shout out Amanda for shouting out our BCP Indie female up-and-comer of 2023, Gabby Forza. But I want to shout out Troy Locke. I had conversations with people. Who do you think, who's really taking your attention? Like, who's got it? Who's got that spark? And Troy Locke, just a tremendous wrestler. Check him out. Pro Wrestling Magic, UWA, Elite. So many great places. He's getting a lot of opportunities. So shout out Troy Locke. Very well deserved. And guys, like I keep saying, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting the BCP. We love getting the opportunity to interview some of our favorite people here in the Northeast. We love the opportunity to interview some of our heroes. It's so great to watch a TV show or a movie and then sit down with the characters or performers. I never take that for granted, and we'll continue to ramp up our coverage of the NFL, Major League Sports, and as always, keep our focus on the independents as well for the next generation of national talent. Guys, thank you so much for watching BCP 500. Thank you for supporting the cause, Mania Club. And guys, like we always say here on the BCP, everyone stay safe, stay positive, take care of each other. We out.